Hi, fourth and fifth graders. Happy Friday. I'm excited to share a poem I found with you today. I know that we started poetry in both of our classes, and I know that we've been enjoying listening to stories and poems throughout our time at home. I'd like to continue that today by reading a poem to you called Saw My Teacher on a Saturday. And while I read, I'd like you to just listen for all the things that you think help make me a fluent reader, and all the things that we have you practicing all of the time, not just on Fridays, but in your own reading, independent reading at home or out, and out loud as well. So when I read, I'd like you to think to yourself, is Mrs. Braca reading fluently? Is she reading with expression, or does she sound like a robot? And I want you to listen to the tonation in my voice and seeing if I stop at punctuation, and am I trying to do my best to read through the words and make it seem fluent for you. So as I do that, I want you to follow along, and then we'll take a turn um, with me reading it along with you, hopefully. Okay? And you could always play it back and do it again. So it's called Saw My Teacher on a Saturday. Saw my teacher on a Saturday. I can't believe it's true. I saw her buying groceries like normal people do. She reached for bread and turned around and then caught my eye. She gave me a smile and said, "Hello, I thought that I would die." Oh, hi, Mrs. Appleton. Oops, sorry. Oh, hi. Hello, Mrs. Appleton. Or Miss Appleton. I mumbled like a fool. I guess I thought that teacher types spend all their time in school. To make the situation worse, my mom was at my side. So many rows of jars and cans, so little room to hide. Oh, please, I thought, don't tell my mom what I did yesterday. I closed my eyes and held my breath and hoped she'd go away. Some people think that it's fine to let our teachers walk about, but when it comes to Saturdays, they shouldn't let them out. So what I love about this poem is that it reminds me a little bit of when I was younger, a lot younger than you, and where it says here at the bottom, which I love, some people think it's fine to let our teachers walk about, but when it comes to Saturdays, they shouldn't let them out. Like, isn't that funny? Like, they shouldn't let them out. Like, imagine if Miss Responti wouldn't let us leave the school building on the weekend, right? So that is funny, and that is definitely how I used to think when I was a lot younger than you, that the teachers never left school. So I thought this was funny. I also liked the mom's expression here while she's holding the can and looking at the label, and the boy with his hands in his pockets, and there's his teacher. I thought that picture was enjoyable and said a lot about the feelings in the poem. So let's try and read this again. And I actually thought there was a couple of places where I could have been a little more expressive. So I'm going to practice that this time when I read. So I'll read one stanza and you can read it with me if you'd like and practice your fluency. We can do it together. Okay, so nice and clear and nice and loud and nice and expressive. Saw my teacher on a Saturday. I can't believe it's true. I saw her buying groceries like normal people do. She reached for the bread and turned around. And then she caught my eye. She gave me a smile and said, "Hello. I thought that I would die." Oh, hi. Hello, Miss Appleton. I mumbled like a fool. I guess I thought that teacher types spend all their time in school. To make the situation worse, my mom was at my side. So many rows of jars and cans, so little room to hide. Oh, please, I thought, don't tell my mom what I did yesterday. I closed my eyes and held my breath and hoped she'd go away. Some people think it's fine to let our teachers walk about, but when it comes to Saturdays, they shouldn't let them out. Okay, so you can always stop it and reread it along with me. You can listen to it again as many times as you'd like. What I'd like for you to do is, and it's in Google Classroom. Underneath this, I'd like you to go on Flipgrid. There's a link to a new grid for both Mr. Geronimo and myself to share for Fridays. So we thought this would be a fun idea, a fun way to share anything we do for Fluency or anything for STEM Fridays that we can kind of share, and it gives you guys a chance to see each other as well, because we know you don't get to anymore on Fridays. So when you go in there, I did attach a copy of this poem, and I did leave you instructions, but what you'll have to do is just go on and record yourself responding to this poem. What was this poem about? What was this, what was it mostly about? And how did it make you feel as you read it? I know I spoke a little bit about that when I was reading and about how I was feeling as I was reading, but without giving too much away, I kind of want to see what your thinking is. So enjoy listening to this again if you want to, and reading along, and have fun on Flipgrid. We'll see you there. Have a great day.